Dag allemaal, bonjour à tous, bienvenue à cette conférence de presse. Dans quelques instants, notre coach vous annoncera sa sélection pour les matchs contre l'Irlande et l'Angleterre. Et exceptionnellement, ça ne se fera pas au Proximus Basecamp, parce qu'on est aujourd'hui au musée RG à Louvain-la-Neuve. Want het is een bijzondere dag vandaag. Vandaag stellen we jullie de shirts van de Rode Duivels en de Flames voor. En daarom staat Frank van Adidas naast mij. Frank, goedemorgen. Dankjewel om erbij te zijn.
Goedemorgen, Marie.
Vandaag is het orgelpunt van 2 jaar hard werken. Leg eens uit.
Ja, een proces voor een shirtontwerp begint ongeveer 2 jaar van tevoren. Dus we zijn blij dat we hier nu mogen staan. Het is een gevoelig proces. Het begint met lange discussies met de bond over wat nieuwe instichten en nieuwe insteken zijn die we kunnen gebruiken. Uiteindelijk maken we dan de eerste schetsen, vervolgens de eerste samples. En erg trots om hier vandaag te staan om het definitieve resultaat te laten zien.
Ja, we gaan vandaag dus 2 shirts voorstellen, maar we starten met iets anders, hè Frank?
Bij Adidas houden wij van dingen met de letter of het cijfer 3. Zoals jullie ook op mijn mouw zien. Dus we doen het in 3. Het eerste waar we mee beginnen is de travel- en trainingcollectie van de nieuwe Rode Duivels.
Oké, dan nodig ik graag de eerste modellen uit op het podium. Ja, Frank, leg eens uit.
Ik kan me voorstellen dat veel aanwezigen vandaag denken en kijkers thuis. Waarom moet ik überhaupt hier naar kijken of hier komen? Want alles is staat in de krant. Dat is dus niet het geval. We hebben verschillende nieuwtjes voor jullie. Dit zijn 2 van de nieuwtjes. Links zien jullie de nieuwe trainingscollectie van de Rode Duivels. De spelers voelen zich goed bij zwart. Dus we hebben zwart als basis gekozen. En daarnaast hebben we 2 kleuren uit het bondslogo gepakt. Goud en rood, om het er nu af te maken. Dit zijn sportfunctionele materialen. Gecreëerd voor de hoogste prestaties op topniveau. Rechts daarvan zien jullie de nieuwe travelwear collectie. Dat is voor het eerst dat we dat hebben sinds Qatar. Het is de eerste keer dat we ermee experimenteerden. Dat is met name voor de reizen van de Rode Duivels en wat ze dragen in het hotel. Dat is minder functioneel, dat is meer geënt op comfort. Dus je zult ook straks als je het voelt zien dat het dikkere materialen zijn. Iets minder branding om gewoon comfortabel in het hotel en op reizen te bewegen.
Oké, mooi. Dan wil ik graag de modellen bedanken. En dan is het nu tijd voor het thuisshirt, Frank. En dat shirt zal gedragen worden door zowel de Duivels als de Flames.
Ja, dat is misschien goed om uit te leggen. Een paar jaar geleden hebben we met de bond besloten dat we het belangrijk vinden. En dat de bond het belangrijk vindt dat de Rode Duivels en de Red Flames een uniforme uitstraling hebben. Met dezelfde tenues. En vandaar dus dezelfde tenue voor het thuistenu. Wat we wel gedaan hebben is in overleg met de bond gekeken naar hoe we wat grenzen kunnen verleggen. Je ziet in de internationale voetbal dat veel ploegen rood dragen. Dat er weinig onderscheid is. En de bond heeft ons uitgedaagd om te kijken hoe we daar een klein beetje vernieuwing in kunnen brengen. En vandaar dat we gekomen zijn tot rood, maar een iets donkerdere tint rood. Ook om een iets luxueuzere, stijlvolle uitstraling te geven. Om dat luxueuze en stijlvolle af te maken hebben we wederom, net als in de trainingslijn, gekozen voor de kleur goud als accentkleur. Wat je ziet in de logo's, de details langs de zijkant, maar ook de spelersbedrukking. En als jullie even om kunnen draaien, dan zie je ook daar de nieuwe spelersbedrukking rondkomen, wat dus ook een nieuwtje is. En wat een aardig detail is, als je goed gaat kijken, ook passend bij de luxueuze uitstraling, dat er een grafisch patroon is gestempeld in het tenue, waardoor je dit effect krijgt. En wat je in het thuistenu ziet, is dat daar het kroontje in verwerkt is. En in de nek van het shirt in het goud 1895, uiteraard verwijzen naar het geboortejaar van de bond, maar ook de naam van de supportersvereniging.
Dankjewel. Voilà, on a dévoilé le maillot domicile et les maintenant pour le maillot extérieur. Donc je vais inviter le dernier modèle sur le podium. Ja, Frank. En dit verklaart meteen waarom dat we in het Kuifje Museum zijn natuurlijk.
Ja, het zal niet geheel een verrassing meer zijn, maar toch een paar verrassende details op het shirt. We hebben met de Rode Duivels en de Belgische Voetbalbond een traditie dat we Belgische iconen met internationale allure eren. Dat is iets unieks in het internationale voetballerij. We hebben het eerder gedaan met het erfgoed van het Belgische wielrennen. Daarna gedaan met Tomorrowland, waar we een fantastisch tenue hadden. En nu het volgende Belgische icoon, eigenlijk 2 in Hergé en zijn stripfiguur Kuifje. Wat je ziet is uiteraard het blauwe shirt met karakteristieke witte kraag, het knoopje, de bruine broek en witte kousen. Wat het tenue samenbrengt zijn 2 dingen. Hetzelfde grafische patroon is verwerkt in het uittenue. Het enige wat we daar gedaan hebben is dat we de bedrukking hebben omgedraaid. Dus waar je in het thuistenu het kroontje ziet, zie je in het uittenue 1895. En zometeen zul je zien, achter op de rug staat dan het kroontje, het gouden kroontje in de nek boven de spelersbedrukking. Wat ook nieuw is, is de witte spelersbedrukking. Dus de spelers zullen met witte bedrukking spelen, zodat het goed zichtbaar is op het veld en op tv. En wat misschien ook een aardig nieuwtje is, naast de bruine broek en de witte kousen, een eis in het internationale voetbal is dat we ook een witte broek beschikbaar hebben en bruine kousen. Zodat ze tegen elke tegenstander in de juiste combinatie kunnen spelen. Als jullie even zouden kunnen omdraaien. Dan zie je hier de complete spelersbedrukking en met in de nek 1895 en het kroontje samenkomen.
Oké, dankjewel. Voor de fotografen, we gaan straks nog een kleine fotosessie doen. En dan rest er mij enkel nog om jou te bedanken, Frank. En de modellen ook natuurlijk.
Dankjewel.
Dankjewel. En dan nodig ik graag onze CEO uit op het podium, Piet van der Driessen. Goedemorgen, Piet. Jij bent grote fan van Kuifje. En een aantal maanden later spelen onze duivels in Kuifje. Dat is toch niet toevallig?
Ik wou te kunnen zeggen dat het geen toeval was, maar het is inderdaad wel toeval, maar een gelukkig toeval. Ik ben inderdaad nogal een Kuifje-fan van kleins af. En ik heb de albums nadien nog meer leren appreciëren, omdat ik er ook mij wat meer in verdiept heb. Ik wil even een klein weetje vertellen. Deze raket hier is bijzonder boeiend. Het is een van mijn favoriete albums, De Reizen naar de Maan, Objectif Lune et On a marché sur la Lune. En wat je moet weten is dat wat ons als mens maakt, is dat we kunnen dromen, dat we verbeeldingskracht hebben. En Hergé had bijzonder veel verbeelding, want hij heeft dit album ontworpen eind de jaren 40, begin de jaren 50. Toen er van mensen op de maan absoluut nog geen sprake was. En als je het album leest met die gedachte dat hij dat eigenlijk allemaal bedacht heeft vanuit zijn verbeelding, dan vind ik dit toch wel vrij indrukwekkend wat een verbeeldingskracht Hergé had en hoe hij ons kan laten dromen.
Yes, want hopelijk zal het shirt dan ook geluk brengen aan de duivels, want het uitshirt is natuurlijk enkel voor de duivels, niet voor de Flames. Et les maillots ont été lancés aujourd'hui en collaboration avec Adidas, un partenaire important pour nous, je pense, Piet.
Évidemment, tous nos partenaires sont importants, mais aussi Adidas. Ils sont là depuis 2014. Comme a été dit, ils ont créé d'abord des maillots génériques, mais après, on a décidé effectivement de lancer des maillots qui font connexion avec l'histoire belge, comme le cyclisme, comme Tomorrowland, et effectivement aujourd'hui avec Tintin. Donc, je suis aussi content qu'ils font particulièrement aussi qu'ils ont un intérêt pour les Flames, donc pour le foot féminin. Donc voilà. Adidas est un partenaire effectivement très important pour nous.
Tout à fait. En hier ligt een shirt, want jij wilt graag het eerste shirt aan iemand overhandigen, denk ik.
Inderdaad. Dus ik zou graag Domenico Tedesco op het podium roepen. Domenico, please join us on stage. Aan wie anders zouden we... who else could we give the first shirt of the Red Devils than to our coach? And I am very pleased to hand it over to you, Domenico. Well, you see the number 26. This is not by accident. I'm pleased to say that after a few weeks of negotiations, yesterday we have signed the extension of the contract with Domenico up to the World Cup of 2026. So very pleased to have you here, Domenico. And the Federation puts a lot of trust in you. We have had a wonderful campaign towards Euro 24 without losing one game. And therefore we wanted to, let's say, confirm this confidence into an extension of the contract. And very pleased to have you with us for the next 2 years at least. Voilà. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, good morning to everybody from my side. I think that this trust that now you spoke about, we are feeling here, if I say we, I mean myself and my staff that is here today because it was important for me. And we feel this trust, and of course we want to give it back as we tried to give it back the last year. Just let me say thank you to a few persons, because if I start to say thank you to all the persons that deserve it, I think we would end around 1 o'clock. But first of all, of course, Piet, to you. I think the last weeks, you told it, the negotiations, I think, were fluent, because if both parties want something, it's easy to achieve. I want to say thank you, of course, also to Pascal van Dam, as our president. She always was there. She helped us in many situations. I want to say thank you to Manu Leroy, that was the CEO, let's say the last year, successful year, and he was always a helping hand. To Sylvie Marissal, that was always part of everything in this federation, is just a good person. And of course, Jelle and Frankie, my sport directors, that, without you guys, it's not possible to make any camps, to make any results. So we are working really close together. And all this gives me just a good feeling, and this is the most important thing. The most important thing for me is the feeling that I have. You speak about trust and about confidence, and we as well, we have the trust inside this team and inside the federation. And that's why we decided to make this step and to send a clear sign to everybody. So thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, coach. Thank you. Voilà. Nous avons dévoilé les 2 maillots et les Diables Rouges porteront ces maillots lors des 2 prochains matchs. Ils joueront en rouge contre l'Irlande et les maillots des Tertins seront portés pour le match contre l'Angleterre. Et on va maintenant découvrir quels joueurs pourront porter les maillots. Donc je donne la parole à Stéphane Van Loock et à notre coach Domenico Tedesco pour la sélection. Merci.
Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue ici à Louvain-la-Neuve avec quelques notes que la sélection de notre diablotin sera relevée ce matin à 11h via nos réseaux sociaux, mais la sélection pour les matchs amicaux en Irlande et en Angleterre sera dévoilée maintenant de la part de notre coach Domenico Tedesco. Domenico, welcome here in Louvain-la-Neuve. Congrats with your contract extension.
Thank
Now
you.
you're here for the selection of the next matches, so please go ahead with the names for those 2 matches.
Yes, good morning. I will start directly with Johan Bakayoko, Michi Batshuayi, Arnaud Baudard, Timothy Castagne, Koen Casteels, Charles de Ketelare, Conny de Winter, Zeno de Baast, Olivier Demas, Jeremy Doku, Wout Vaas, Thomas Kaminski, Romelu Lukaku, Dodi Lukebakio, Aurel Mangala, Thomas Meunier, Amadou Onana, Loïs Openda, Mats Sels, Arthur Theat, Juri Tielemans, Leandro Trossard, Arthur Vermeeren, Jan Vertongen, and Aster Vranks.
Thank you. 25 names, some new ones, someone missing.
Yes. We had to change something also yesterday. Was a tough day for us because we had some bad news. First of all, Kevin De Bruyne that will miss this camp due to a groin injury. And then, of course, you have to change something. But the most important thing is that, he's back very soon on the pitch, and we will have him completely for the Euros. This is our target with Kevin.
Thank you. Now we pass on to the questions. Les questions des médias, on commencera avec Pix et Quentin Volvert. There in the middle, Quentin.
Hello, Coach.
Hi.
First of all, what do you think about the new jersey, and did you have your words to say about it?
Yeah, if you look to the jerseys, I liked from the very first moment. Speaking about the design, I think it's something new, especially the away jersey. And if you yeah, if you listen to the words, to the ideas, to the creativity that Adidas put inside, I think they did a great job. And brown is the color of the next months. So you see it, it's very trendy. So yeah, I like it. And the most important thing is that we will put a lot of energy inside this jersey and on the pitch, of course.
Okay. About the selection, we read in the newspaper this morning that Romelu Lukaku is injured. You pick him up in your selection. Do you have any information about his health and how available he will be in the next week?
Yes. Yeah, Romelu has already some problems since many weeks on his hips. It's not that this serious, because you know us, if a player is not able to play, we would not call him. But Romelu decided to get a pause today, together with De Rossi, with Roma. But Sunday he should be normally on the pitch. So he will play for Roma, but even if not, he will be ready for the camp. We will, of course, treat him individually the first days, so that most probably he will be ready for the Wembley game against England.
Okay, let's talk about someone who's not in your squad. There's been a lot of chit-chat about Miles Villar. How do you manage this case, and what do you think about the idea of taking him with the Red Devils?
He's a guy that we follow up since many weeks and months, of course. But it's clear that he can't play for us. It's clear because we are always in a good touch with our legal department, and they confirmed us that it's not possible for him to change federation again. So this topic is clear, solved, let's say, in this way.
And what do you think about the fact that we think about it in Belgium? I think there's other good goalkeepers. So was it really a good idea about that?
I think it's speaking about us, it's our job to observe every player, because my job is to bring the best possible squad on the pitch. And this squad can change from time to time. So in general, independent, if we have Romelu Lukaku as a striker, my job is to observe all the strikers. You know, to see Silla, to see Basset, to see Stassin. It's my job. So it's also my job and our job. We have Max Orvanski as a goalkeeper coach to observe all the goalkeepers. And of course we saw that he's playing more in Roma. We saw his performances. We saw when he saves a penalty. But this is completely different, in a completely different story compared to our goalkeepers. We are completely happy with our goalkeepers. I think we have a lot of quality from on the pitch, but also from the human side inside this goalkeeper team, let's say. This is another topic, you know, but we still have to do our job.
Okay, last question. Axel Witsel spoke about the Red Devils last days. He clearly put an end to his history with the national team. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I read it. First of all, I have to say that I really love this guy. I love him as a player and as a human, and I have the biggest respect what he did and what he's still doing. You saw yesterday what he's still doing for his clubs in the past, and also for the national team. We had a good conversation in Madrid in March 23 as I arrived. I think after 2 weeks we met and we spoke openly. And we decided not to call him for March, and then in June he retired. After this information, I had another really good call with him where he explained me really on detail why he's retiring, and I understood everything. It was clear, and from my side, everything is fine. Everything is okay. Now, of course, if he looks back and thinks about this topic like this, I'm very sorry for him. Yeah, but from my side, everything is clear and everything was positive.
Oké, merci Quentin. Volgende vragen voor Domenico Tedesco. Please raise your hand. Graag hand de hoogte in, dan kunnen we zien. Caro Houbrecht, Sportza. De blonde dame met de blauwe pullover. Dank u wel. Caro.
Yes. Hi, Coach. Are you really familiar with Kuifje, Tente, or how do you call him?
Timon Struppi, we call him in Germany. Yeah, of course, I grew up with the comics, Tim and Struppi. I know many adventures that he did with his with the dog, let's say, Timon Struppi. So of course I'm inside the topic a little bit, even if it's some year past, let's say.
Okay, nice. Kevin De Bruyne, you say he's injured. Is it a new injury or is it still the same problem with the hamstring that he just needs to take care of?
Yeah, I don't know if there is a relation between both injuries. Now it's a groin injury that he suffered from the last games. And yesterday we discussed it with the doctor. Then I had a call with Kevin, and I decided that it's too riskful. I think we have a responsibility, not just for the player, also for the team. You know, it should make always sense if we call a player, he should be able to play and to train. And if he's not ready to play and to train, or if the risk of a re-injury is too high, I think it's our responsibility to say it's better to protect him, to give him the time to have a good rehabilitation in City, and then to have him ready for the Euros. And we can't risk now at this moment with any player, especially not with Kevin. And that's it. And on the same way, it's always a sign also to the other players that we don't call up players that are injured, but we trust also to the qualities of other players, because we have a lot of good ones, of course.
One last question then from my side. A player that's very often talked about still is always Toby Alderweireld, who's not in the squad. Is that a case closed for the Euros, or?
No, as I always said, and it's the same topic, or it was at least for Axel Witsel. If we have a need, even on a short term, I would go back to it. But for the moment, I don't see this need. We have many talents. We have young players that, of course, they make some errors, but everybody is doing it, also myself. And I think we have to let them feel the trust. Otherwise, you lose them all. You lose them all. And it's difficult to build trust. You take a long of time, you take a long of energy to build some trust. But to lose it, you make just, and it's gone, you know. And I think the sign that I sent, and we sent with the staff, with the federation, to all our 39 players that we called till now, 39 the last year, they know the situation, they know on which ranking, they know how we see them, and they feel the trust. One more, one less, it's normal. But especially the defense, I think they feel the trust. And for me, it's important. It's important to continue like this. But Toby is an experienced guy, and the door is not closed. If we need him, I will go back to it. Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next one, Ludo van der Wallen, Nieuwsblad. Ludo.
Hello, coach. Thibaut Courtois will be fit next month. Will you talk to him again?
Yeah, first of all, it's good and it's important that he turns back on the pitch, because it's good. It's good for him. It's good for Real. I think that he communicates very clearly his position, very clearly, very straight, and also very early. And that's good. I think it's fair from his side. It's very fair, so that everybody could plan. And that's the way we did. That's the way we worked. We planned. And from my side, there is no new information.
No, but he said in the interview that he won't be ready for the Euros. Now he will be fit next month, half of April. Perhaps he will play with Real Madrid, so he will be fit. Doesn't that change the situation?
Yeah, we will see. I hope that he will be fit. As I said, I think it's important for him. It's good as soon as possible to come back on the pitch. This is the most important thing. This is the first step. And from my side, there is no new information. I think that everything that I wanted to say on that topic, everything that I communicated, I tried to do. Everything is clear, and also his communication was very clear for us. And based on this information, we planned. And I think now it's important for me, for my staff, for the federation to focus on the players that will be ready for sure. And we have this Euros in a few months, and many things to do.
There will be no attempt from the federation from your side to talk to him.
No, as I said, I think there is no new information for me. You know, for me there is no new information, and I planned with the information I have and I had, because this is the information that is there. You know, all the other things I never speculate. So for me, it's clear.
Okay, Connie de Winter is in the squad now. What can you tell about him?
Yeah, Connie is playing regularly now in Genoa. Sometimes on the left central position, sometimes in the center, sometimes on the right side. But he's playing, and I want to see him. I want to know him better. That's why we invited him. Also, yeah, the fact that he's defending well, some really good players in the Serie A is giving us a good feeling. So yeah, I'm very happy that he has this chance to be with us.
And Yannick Carrasco, finally, is not in the squad. He's injured.
Yes, unfortunately, yes. Some muscle problems that take some time. So he will be with the team on Monday, just to be with us a few hours, because he's here in Belgium to make this recovery, the rehabilitation. And it's a pity, but he's not able to train and to play.
Okay, thank you. Next questions. Volgende vragen voor Bart Laga, voor de Standaard. Second row. Bart.
Hi, it's Tedesco. We also see some new names. So Meunier also in the squad. Is it fair to say that this is the last time when you call up new names, that in June you will be with those who are already been selected, because you want to know, of course,
thank you,
what is the value of the players within the squad?
Of course, the players that played the qualification for us and played this kind of qualification with this kind of performances and this kind of results, I would lie if I would say that they have no credit points. It's normal. It's in our mind. It's inside us. So of course, we have already some relation to these players. We have some trust to these players, and the other way around also. But you never know. I can't close now the door for a new player, because it's still some time to go. You can have some big surprises, and then I would be crazy if I would say no. You are performing that well the last 2 months, but I just trust the players that I had. So it's from both sides. I think the possibility is there, even if probably it's not that big, but there is still some time to go.
Do you think Leandro Trossard would be the one who can perhaps step up and take Kevin De Bruyne's role, or you see other people in that position?
It's always difficult to compare players to each other. Only thing I can say is that I have a big opinion about Leandro, a big opinion, and I think that he feels the trust, he feels the way we think about him, me and my staff, because he's just a really good player. Of course, in some games you need more this kind of player, in other games you need another kind of player, but he's able to play on a wing, he's able to play on inside the pockets, he's able to play as a 10, he's even able to play as a false 9, as we see in Arsenal. Yeah, and Leo is, for me, is important. Yeah, he's important.
Last one. How big is the blow that Kevin is not there? Because as your captain is missing all the games now in the preparation of the Euros, how tactically it must be a really blow not to have him on this kind of important build-up games.
Yeah, personally, for us it's a big pity. It's a shame, of course, that he can't be with us now. It's, I think, 1 year. 1 year ago, he played for us these 2 games against Sweden and Germany. But it is how it is. It's not that he doesn't want to come. I really felt that, yeah, he has a big energy to come, and he's a special player that we need. We need him. We need him especially for the Euros, and that's the reason why now it's the best situation. It's probably the most, let's say, wise decision not to have him here and to be ready for the Euros, hopefully. And yeah, but it's a pity. But you know me now also since 1 year. We don't, how you say, complain. We just go on. Now we did quite the full qualification without him, unfortunately. But we did it. Now we achieved this Euros and we want to play a good competition.
Thank you, Bart. Christophe Lieberloot, Belang van Limburg.
Hi, Coach. Alessio Castro Montes, there was some speculation about him being selected or not. Was he on your mind?
Absolutely yes, because fullbacks in any cases are rare, especially on this kind of performances. Let's say he's always playing. He's playing a fantastic season. All Saint-Gilles is playing a fantastic season till now. And of course he was in our mind. We are happy that Thomas Meunier is playing regularly. He played regularly in Germany. I think 6 games with Dortmund before he decided to go to Trabzonspor. And there he's playing every game. And that's why we decided now for Thomas that in this kind of situations probably has more experience. But of course, Alessio was in our mind, is still in our mind, and we observe him. It was good to see his performances in the last weeks, and it's good for us to have it in our mind. He just need to continue like this, and then it's always not a decision against a player, but a decision for another player, and it's not that easy.
Okay. Niels Pasonnier, het laatste nieuws. Niels.
Hi, Mr. Tedesco. Speaking about giving trust and confidence to someone, how important is this call-up for Arthur Vermeeren?
Yeah, it was also a topic, of course, because in Antwerp he played every game, and we knew already as he did this step, it's a good step, it's an important step for him. I think still it's the right step because it's a great club and he's very young. He just needs to be patient and to work. But we knew already, we felt already that something, speaking about playing minutes or played minutes on the pitch can change. I think this is absolutely normal. Is a young guy that is not speaking Spanish as far as I know till now. He is far away from home. Most probably he's there alone. I read that Axel is always there for him, and it's very cool. It's very good. It's very important for this kind of situation and for this young person. But what I want to say is this situation is not easy for him, and I want to have him with us because the last camp he did fantastic. He just impressed us, the way he trained, the way he put on the pitch a certain mentality. In this age is not normal, and that's why I want to see him and not to just he's not playing, okay, let him away. Of course we have still our under 21, and I think that they are doing really good. They have 2 qualifying games, so it was also the question. There he can have 2 games for sure, so to get a certain rhythm. And we spoke with Frankie yesterday evening, and we decided, especially now in this situation, we want him with us. We want him with us, and he will play. He will have some minutes for sure. And I think it's good to speak to him to know a little bit more about his situation from face to face, not always from telephone and messages, but from face to face is different. And where we can help this young guy, we will, of course.
Dankjewel, Niels. Encore des questions? Guillaume Raats, Sud-Presse, the next one.
Hi, Coach.
Yep. Hi.
What will be the plan for the 2 friendly games? Are we going to see 2 different starting 11 or not?
Yeah, we had some ideas now since yesterday. A little bit something changed, but the idea is to win both games. This is the idea, because of course I could say it's a friendly, but you always go there, especially when you wear this jersey, this beautiful jersey. we go just on the pitch. We wake up in the morning just to win games, to continue this flow because we have a good mood. We have a really good mood. We want to continue the series. Of course, one day we will not win a game. This is also normal. This is part of the development. But the target is to go to Ireland in a very hot atmosphere. We will speak then on the press conference before the game, of course, about it. But already now I can tell you that it's a really hot atmosphere. It's good, especially for young players to let us feel how they perform on certain circumstances, in certain situations, atmospheres. But we want to win.
About Thibaut, if I understand well, it's now for him to make the first step if he wants to come back in the national team?
Look, I think about this topic, I said really everything that I wanted to say. I understand, really, I understand, and I respect your questions, your job. It's not an easy one. I know that you have to ask, but there is no new information from my side. I think, guys, I really did everything that you know that I tried. But the last information I have is the information that he made during the media round. And he said that he is not feeling comfortable to play the Euros. And for us, this was the clear message. It was fair from his side. You see, I just can repeat what is really my thought. And this is the situation.
Dank je. Oké, merci Guillaume. Nog vragen voor de coach? Er zijn achteraf geen 1-op-1 interviews, dus gelieve uw vragen nu te stellen. Vincent Langendries, RTBF. Vincent?
Yes, coach, hello. Just the last question about a name who's not in the list, Torgan Hazard, for example. Big prestations in Anderlecht. Why is not in the list?
Yeah, also Torgan is playing a fantastic season. If you see how Anderlecht is performing and how Anderlecht is playing, we are happy, first of all, about all these Belgian players inside the clubs when they win games. With our Belgian players, we are happy, and I think that Torgan Hazard is having a big part also on this kind of way, this kind of victories, and we follow him up. It's a little bit the same story like with Alessio in Saint-Gilles, that especially on his position, we have many good players, many quality players like himself. And the concurrent situation is very high on that position. If we speak about him as a winger, for example, is about Jeremy Doku, just to take one name, is about Johan Bakayoko, is about Dodi Lukebakio, is also about Leandro Trossard, that can play this position. If we speak about a 10 position, it's Charles de Ketelaere. It's also Leandro Trossard, it's Yuri Tielemans, that is playing fantastic in Aston Villa now the last weeks, months. And in all this, it's very luxury problem for me to choose the players. And we decided for this kind of players that now, we know we had them with us, but of course we follow him up.
Oké. Encore des questions pour le coach? Geen vragen meer? Oké, dank u wel allemaal. Zometeen is er een gelegenheid tot fotomoment wat de shows betreft en de contractverlenging van Domenico Tedesco. Ik dank iedereen van het Hergé Museum voor de geweldige ontvangst hier. De mensen van Adidas ook en uiteraard al de collega's van de KBVB die dit hebben mogelijk gemaakt. Bedankt alvast aan u om hier massaal aanwezig te zijn. En graag tot vanaf dinsdag voor de dagelijkse persconferenties. À bientôt et bonne journée.
Bonne journée. Now we have some interviews.